Hey guys, what I want to show you right now is a really simple e-commerce funnel that you can use. This is really good for e-commerce products that are in what we call solving a problem. So for the one we're looking at right now is sleep drops, so solving insomnia essentially, or anything where the product is addressing a pain point that's out there in the market. This type of funnel will work really well for. So any desired pain points or specific outcomes that people are after, this will work really well for. So I'm going to run you through exactly how we built this funnel. Now, just to let you guys know, this is a draft funnel. So this isn't actually an active funnel at the moment. It hasn't been tested out in the market. I don't sell sleep drops, so I've just really pulled this quickly together for you guys to show you exactly how it works. Okay, so we're in Ads Manager at the moment, and we've got a campaign in here called Sleep Drops. I'm just going to go all the way back to the beginning. All right, so this is our campaign right here. Now, this is a conversion campaign. So we created a conversion campaign, and I'm going to show you how we set up the ad set. So as you can see, we've selected the complete registration. I'll show you in a minute what the ad is. And then you're going to do your targeting. This is just dummy targeting at the moment. And we've selected mobile only. So I always recommend you split test between mobile and desktop. Obviously, this one's just mobile. If this was a real campaign, we would have created a second ad set for desktop. So we would have duplicated this and tested it out with desktop. Now, for this one, we're going to optimize it for link clicks because it's a brand new campaign. And if this is the first time the client is doing something like this, the pixel wouldn't have enough data on it to what we call to have been seasoned properly, essentially. So there's not enough pixel data. It's going to confuse the algorithm if you optimize for conversions right off the bat. So you want to use CPM instead of OCPM. OCPM is the algorithm that optimizes for conversions. And so you select link clicks at first until you get on a really good roll with conversions, and then you can swap that over. All right, so let's go check out the ad, and then I'll walk you through the funnel. So essentially, this is the ad here. Now, my ad account is a bit buggy, so I actually have to, I can view it this way. All right, now again, this is just a dummy. Don't read the content too much, the copy too much. This is just a placeholder. So what we're essentially trying to sell here is sleep drops. So sleep drops that help you cure insomnia. So what we're going to do is at the top of our funnel is we're going to go out with a lead magnet that will address the pain point of our audience. And the reason that we want to do that is this is what we call a funnel, right? Where you start to segment your leads, and then you identify your leads and you retarget to them with your product. Now, this is what we call a funnel. And the reason that you want to build this kind of funnel for e-commerce products or any product really that is addressing pain points or specific outcomes in this manner is that people don't really want to be sold to, right? People don't like to be sold to. They control the space that they're viewing in Facebook. The thumb is really quick to move past anything that doesn't catch the attention. And there's so many different brands going after them, buying for their dollar, that people just, it's just not gonna. It doesn't work very well. Let's just put it this way. You're going to lose a lot of money most of the time if you try to just create an ad, go after a cold audience, and tell people to buy your product. Most of the time, that's not going to work at all. Occasionally, you have some products out there in the market that it will work for, but more than likely you need to build a funnel and retarget to those people to get them to actually buy the product. So for this type of product, what works really well is using a lead magnet. Anything around, the problem here is insomnia. So anything around insomnia. So here we've got, obviously this is a dummy again, but free ebook, 10 natural ways to cure insomnia. Now you could have done this as a video. That's another way you could have done this. You could also do this. This is a link click, so it clicks through, but you could have also done this as a lead ad where the customer, the lead clicks on the ad, and then, to access the 10 natural ways to cure insomnia, they would provide you with their email address and their name. Or likewise, what you could also look at exploring is actually have an ad that directs to Messenger. So 10 ways, message us to discover the 10 natural ways to cure insomnia. And then as soon as they send you a message, what you would do is you could have the link to the thank you page, which I'm going to show you in a moment, or you could ask them to send you your email. There's a number of things that you can look at doing, but essentially what we're doing is at the top of our funnel, we actually want to go in with a lead magnet first to build trust, to build affinity, and to build authority with our audience, to build that relationship, and to also segment our audience. Now, this is a really big part, guys. The really important thing about the lead magnet that you have at the top is that its purpose should really be to not only build that trust, affinity, and authority, but to really segment your potential customers. Because you don't want to be retargeting to anyone. That's going to be a waste of your marketing dollar, right? You want to retarget to people with insomnia. Now, this type of lead magnet, that people that are clicking on this and people that are downloading this have insomnia. No one else is going to click on this, right? So this is a great way to start to build warm retargeting and high quality audiences for you to retarget to. All right, so let's click through on here. Now, this one is going to a placeholder lead page. Now, I prefer to use ClickFunnels. Most of this program uses ClickFunnels, but for this example, it was just a dummy lead page that was built a while ago. So this is what we're using for now. So as you can see here, this is the free ebook. Don't read the copy too much. And then someone will download this. Obviously, you'll want to make this a bit tidier. Okay, now this is the thank you page. And so it will say, thank you, check your email for your free ebook. And what you're going to have is behind this, whatever CRM system the client is using or you are using, you're going to trigger the automated email that says, thank you so much for your download. Here's the 10 natural ways to cure insomnia so you can start sleeping like a baby tonight, or something like that, right? Now, on this thank you page that they're going to hit after they access it, this is where we start to introduce the product. Now, we're not really expecting many sales from this page. We just want to start planting the seed, really. You might get some sales from this. That's fantastic. But really, this is to just start putting the product in there. On the back of this, if you're running ads to lead pages or ClickFunnels or any type of squeeze page where they have to opt in with email and then they hit a thank you page, on the back of this, what you're going to have is a series of emails. And this could be a really simple automation, or it could be a complex sort of workflow, right? Normally what we say is to have about 5 or 6 emails. And so what you would do is you would have your automated thank you. Here's your download email. The second email would be another tip around insomnia. The third email would be another tip. So again, value-based, 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 and then start slipping the product in. The fourth tip, you would slip in a discount code. And then the fifth tip, you would do value and remind them about their code. And this, you'll put in testimonials in there as well. So maybe some success stories, some testimonials. And then the sixth tip, you just have it's expiring. Your voucher's expiring, your last chance. And so that could be an email sequence that you do. If you collected phone numbers in there as well, you would be able to send them a reminder. I don't tend to use that too much for e-commerce, so just be careful with that. SMS works really well for webinar funnels, coaches and consultants, but for e-commerce, you just want to tread really, really carefully in that space so that you don't overburden people. If you were doing a lead ad, so a lead ad where you are collecting the email and the name straight within Facebook, not on a squeeze page like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, what you would essentially do on a squeeze page like the lead ad once they complete it to that thank you page. In all reality, it doesn't redirect automatically, so people actually have to click that link. Most people don't click it, so not many people are actually going to see this. But you will have their email and you will have their name. It doesn't really matter if they don't see this page, so you'll put them into the same marketing automation here. If you were going to send that ad to Messenger, essentially, you're not collecting the email anymore. You're building a messenger list. And what you just want to be really, really careful with is that you're not... Facebook is going to allow us to retarget to people that message the page. But at the moment, we can't do that. So you'd either have to manually follow up with everyone or build a bot, which can be very, very expensive. But what you would do is you'd send them to Messenger, and you might, 4 days later, remind them or provide them with a voucher, or you might to the ebook, and then you'd say, by the way, he responded when they first message. So you'd put the link to the ebook, and then you'd say, by the way, here's 5% off this product. Here you go. So those are some different ways that you can look at doing that. Now, that's the first part of our funnel. The second part now is that we really want to advertise to this warm audience that we've been building. So people that have downloaded the ebook and people that have visited the page to download but didn't download the ebook, right? So what we would do from there is we would just create a retargeting ad. And then we would show that ad to those two audiences. So people that downloaded it and then people that visited the page but didn't download, and test them out. See what how they each respond. You might need some different messaging for both of them. Obviously, people that have downloaded the ebook are going to be a lot warmer than the ones that just visited the page. So look at the creative there, and you might need to change out the creative a little bit and the copy. But essentially what you're looking at doing is the people that downloaded the ebook, you will retarget them with an ad. And normally in this type of funnel, the ad is going to have some kind of incentive tied to it. So some direct response incentive, so 5% off, 3 days only, redeem now, that kind of stuff. What we find is, interestingly enough, this kind of copy works really well. People click it, but actually not a lot of people redeem the offer. So a lot of times if you tell them use this code, they never use it. So there's very, very high rates of if you're using a discount code that don't even get used. And so essentially that would be run as a conversion campaign. Again, you're going to optimize it for link clicks until you get enough conversions through the door. So we're talking about 20 conversions per day here to get a really good traction from your campaign. And so what you want to make sure, a couple little simple things here is in your funnel, make sure you exclude people that have purchased. So you would exclude them for your retargeting campaign, and you would exclude them from the top of your funnel. And for example, this funnel, this particular product which lasts around 600 drops. I don't know how long that is, but let's say it lasts 7 months. What you might do is create a second ad for those that have already purchased it, but they're about to run out, to get them to buy again. So think of some creative ways. There's lots of different ways, but essentially for this type of e-commerce product, you want to come in from a value-based approach and build a funnel. It doesn't have to be an intense funnel. It can be very, very simple. Focus on the pain point or focus on the outcome that's desired from the audience. So you have to do a bit of research here. And then use that to segment through a lead magnet and build yourself a warm audience that trusts, knows, and likes you to retarget your product to, and that will drive the cost of your conversions down. You'll get a lot of better results, and it will also build much higher quality clients and leads for you. All right, guys, so that is an example of a really, really simple e-commerce funnel.